It's Week 18 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' burner at wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilkins. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. 2nd and 5. Quick throw to Freeman on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out. He can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Wheeler. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Landry. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a give right side. It's Peters. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. Wheeler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 7. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On first down, Landry, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 44 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's taken in by Stewart. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Peters. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. He'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Peters. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 2nd down, it's Peters. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. They'll run on 1st down. Peters. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wheeler, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Forced out to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn,
It takes us to a 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Just too many mistakes at all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a one-score game here in the 3rd quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. Was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Peters. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wheeler, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Wheeler. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, and so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground, as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, Landry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Knight.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this. Get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Chiefs now down on the scoreboard. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So with no timeouts and where the football is on the field, now they're in a really tough spot.
Because a field goal finishes them, right? If they give up 3, it's over, let alone trying to get the ball back. You're exactly right. Very difficult situation. All they can do is go all out when the ball's snapped and try and pop it free and get it back for themselves.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Las Vegas, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.